Hello and welcome, I'm your host KB, and welcome to another enthralling episode of KB's Thoughts. So what I want to talk about in today's episode is my thoughts on the recently released first episode of the brand new reboot 2017 DuckTales TV series. I'll start off in saying that I enjoyed the original series as a kid, but I'm by no means an expert on it. So I more wanted to discuss what I thought were the pros and cons of the first episode from this new series. I don't really want to provide a breakdown for the storyline, seeing as it's brand new and I want to encourage people to see it, so this is more my thoughts on the production side of things. What first stood out to me, even before the show actually aired, was the updated animation style. So I wasn't wowed by it, and at first I was a little bit put off, as I wasn't sure if it would work for me. But now having watched the show, it's actually really nicely done. The production here is top notch, which is no surprise being that it's a Disney property. But what I really liked and thought was done well was the blending of old animation and new animation styles. There were even some nice nods to the old comic book series from the 50s, 60s and 70s, with Scrooge wearing his original red jacket and Donald Duck even briefly wearing his black sailor suit, even though he's more commonly known for the iconic blue sailor suit. Other characters mainly maintain their original look, even if it's a bit modified, such as Flintheart Glomgold, who is a much more stout version than we are used to. Huey, Dewey and Louie have a more modernized look, which suits their updated personalities for the series. The theme song is a modern take on the classic and ultra catchy theme song from the original series, which is a nice touch. Although to me, it doesn't quite match the charm of the original version, but that could just be the nostalgia in me speaking. There's a very good voice cast for the series, and overall they did a great job. My biggest gripe for the episode overall was Dave Tennant's portrayal of Uncle Scrooge. While Tennant is a great actor, to me it just doesn't feel like the Uncle Scrooge that I'm used to, and I kept expecting to hear Alan Young's version from the 1987 series. But unfortunately that couldn't happen, as Young passed away in 2016. Over time I may grow used to the change, but for now it's a little off-putting. I've read that Darkwing Duck will be making an appearance somewhere in the series, but I'm also wondering if there will be other appearances by characters from the Disney universe. There was a reference to Cape Suzette during this episode, which is the home of Baloo from the Tailspin series, so that could be a hint at things to come, but if not, it's just a cool little Easter egg. The biggest plus here for me was the show's writing and the surprising amount of humor that the show had. The original show had great storytelling, but it didn't have the level of humor that this show has. While not always laugh out loud funny, there's a bunch of dialogue and gags that got a genuine chuckle out of me, and nowadays that's something I really appreciate in an animated series. And to that point alone, I would definitely suggest giving the show a chance. So with other reboots coming out, such as the Rocko's The Modern Life movie through Nickelodeon, which looks like it's going to be really good, DuckTales had kind of slid under my radar, and I was a bit concerned about how they would handle this reboot, and surprisingly it was really good, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing more of the series. As always, thanks very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next episode of whatever I produce next.